Yo, what's up, crypto fam? It's your Whiteboard Invest coming at you with another red-hot crypto update. We've got a ton of ground to cover today, so let's dive right in. Today, we're going to be diving into the world of crypto news. We'll be talking about the market recovery, ETH's 18% surge, the latest in the Ripple v. SEC case, the GALA Games hack, Yuga Labs' decision to step away from CryptoPunks, and the departure of Grayscale's CEO. Before we get into it, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new here. It helps me out a ton and lets me know that you're interested in the content I create. Hey, have you caught the buzz about Ethereum lately? The SEC's been asking for more paperwork on those Ethereum ETFs, and it's like the market just drank a whole pot of coffee. Everything's up. Ethereum itself shot up 18% to $3,700 right after the news dropped. And get this, the Total 2 chart, which tracks the market cap without Bitcoin, soared from $1.04 trillion to $1.115 trillion in just half a day. That's a pretty clear sign that the market's loving this SEC attention. If we stay above $1.13 trillion, we might just break through the next resistance at $1.15 trillion. Layer 2 projects like OP and ARB are riding this wave too, both jumping 20%. They're tied to Ethereum's hip, so when Ethereum does well, they party too. Experts are saying that even if the SEC doesn't greenlight everything right away, it's still a big step forward. It's like we're paving the road for clearer rules and better days ahead for crypto. And if the SEC says yes to Ethereum ETFs, we could see a flood of big-time investors, kind of like what happened with Bitcoin ETFs. Eric Balchunas from Bloomberg thinks there's a 70% chance it'll happen this May. If the funds hustle with their paperwork, we could see trades happening this week. Sure, not everyone's on board, but the approval could really boost Ethereum's growth and solidify its spot as the top altcoin by market cap. Oh, and Franklin Templeton's in the game too, with their Ethereum ETF filing popping up on the DTCC site. It's all standard prep, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's a done deal yet. Hong Kong's already ahead of the curve, trading Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs since April 30th. Big names like China Asset Management are in on it, with China AMC in Hong Kong managing a whopping $3.6 billion across 15 ETFs. So, yeah, exciting times. The crypto world's eyes are all on the SEC's next move. Before we dive into today's next market-breaking news, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to our channel to fuel us up for even hotter content than ever. So, Ripple's been in this legal tango with the SEC, right? And everyone's on the edge of their seats waiting for the final verdict. Ripple tried to keep some docs under wraps, but the SEC was like, nope, let's keep it transparent. The SEC's cool with keeping Ripple's full financials private, but when it comes to the juicy bits that could affect the case's outcome, they want it out in the open. They're saying this stuff is part of the public record, especially if it's being used to figure out penalties. Bill Morgan, the legal eagle following the case, dropped a hint that the SEC's admitting none of the discounted XRP sales were tied to those fancy liquidity contracts. Meanwhile, Ripple's standing its ground, denying any reckless behavior and rumors about launching a new crypto without registration. And guess what? Despite all this courtroom drama, XRP's price is actually looking up. It's sitting pretty at 54 cents, and it's been climbing steadily. Over 5% in a day, more than 7% in a week, and a 2% bump in the past month. So that's the scoop. The crypto crowd's watching closely, 'cause whatever happens next could be a game changer. Stay tuned. So, GALA Games just had a bit of a nightmare. Some hacker went wild and minted a whopping 5 billion GALA tokens out of thin air, worth a cool $236 million. Talk about a magic trick, right? But not the good kind, because GALA's price took a nosedive, dropping 15% in just a few hours. The hacker didn't waste any time and started swapping GALA for ETH, pocketing about 5,113 ETH, which is around $21 million. And they're still sitting on a mountain of 4.4 billion GALA, valued at $186 million. EtherScan's got all the deets, showing the hackers' minting spree. After the hack, GALA's price went from 0.0467 to 0.0397, but it's clawed back up a bit to 0.042. GALA Games was quick to jump on damage control, saying they've got things under wraps and the hacker's wallet is frozen. This isn't their first rodeo with hacks, though. Back in 2021, they lost $130 million when 8.65 billion GALA got swiped. The founder even sued a co-founder, accusing him of being part of the heist. That co-founder, Thurston, tried to play it cool, saying he was just holding GALA for GALA Games' sake. But then he started moving those stolen tokens and selling them off. Before GALA could put a stop to it, he'd already cashed out about $130 million. And get this, Thurston's been in hot water with the SEC before, for selling $18 million of some unregistered green tokens. The whole thing's a bit of a mess, but it's a stark reminder of how wild the crypto world can be. With $336 million hacked in Q1 2024 alone, mostly from DeFi projects, it's clear that security's still a big issue. The biggest hits were to Orbit Bridge and Munchables, and Ethereum's the top target for these crypto bandits. So, there you have it. A quick rundown of GALA Games' latest security drama and the crypto heist scene. Stay safe out there. So, Yuga Labs, the cool cats behind those funky NFTs like BAYC and MAYC, just dropped a bombshell. They're stepping back from crypto punks. They're letting it run wild and free, totally decentralized, just like the founder wanted. They picked up CryptoPunks back in 22, aiming to keep its legacy alive. Now they're all about helping museums and such get their hands on these digital gems to teach folks about NFT culture. And they're not stopping there. They're bridging the gap between old-school art and Web3, kicking off with artist Nina Chanel Abney. Her stuff's already rocking the walls of big-deal museums, and now she's going to be the resident artist for CryptoPunks. Yuga Labs is also throwing their weight behind museums to help them show off the CryptoPunks collection, right? They believe getting these NFTs into educational spots will clue people in on what NFT art's all about. But it's not all smooth sailing. CEO Greg Solano's been dealing with some tough times at Yuga Labs, leading to layoffs and a company shakeup. He admits they got a bit lost in the business sauce and needed to get back to their creative roots. This whole shakeup's had a ripple effect on their NFT prices, with BAYC and MAYC taking a hit, dropping like 93% since their heyday in April 24. So, there you have it. The latest scoop on Yuga Labs' move to decentralize CryptoPunks and their push to fuse the art world with the digital age, all while navigating some choppy corporate waters. So, Michael Sonnenschein, the big boss at Grayscale, has decided to call it quits after a decade. The guy's moving on to chase other dreams or something. And guess who's stepping in? Peter Mintzberg, a veteran from the finance world with a resume that includes stints at Goldman Sachs and BlackRock. Under Sonnenschein, Grayscale ballooned to a whopping $35 billion in assets, and he was the mastermind behind their Bitcoin spot ETFs. But lately, there's been a bit of a storm brewing. Investors have been pulling out their cash from Grayscale's GBTC, even though money started flowing back in recently. Eric Balchunas from Bloomberg was pretty shocked about the CEO switch-up, especially since Grayscale was just beginning to see some green shoots with the cash flow. Since the green light for Bitcoin spot ETFs earlier this year, GBTC's been bleeding money, with outflows wiping out the inflows. But hey, there's a silver lining. Since May, the fund's finally seeing some money coming back in, snapping a 78-day streak of losses.
Alright, that's hottest news today. If you guys did find this video helpful, leave a like and subscribe our channel for more free content. Thanks for watching. Peace out.